G'day guys, how's it going? Today, Tuesday, looking like it's going to rain. Hopefully it will rain a lot. Hopefully it'll rain a lot, particularly out where it's needed. If there's not a lot of lightning out where there's fires and everything, because we need those put out. Anyways, tolerance versus respect. This was an interesting thing that I kind of had thoughts on recently, as at the moment there's not a lot of tolerance that's about, and some people say, oh well, you know, it's a difficult thing, because tolerance is allowing or letting people have their own point of view, and it's not even respecting that, but just being aware and that other people with different points of view, opinions, whatever, are around you. And despite the fact that, you know, they keep trying to push it on you, they're allowed to have their own opinion. They're allowed to voice their own opinions, they have their own thoughts, beliefs, whatever. And many people are very tolerant of other people's views. That doesn't mean that they respect their views. You can respect somebody's right to have a point of view, and you can respect that, you know, that's the way that they think. But you can, most people I know just tolerate a lot of other people's point of views, and quite a lot lately, a lot of people are very intolerant of other people's views. Some say, oh, it's because I get it across my feet all the time. That's not what I believe. I'm like, that's cool. Then just walk on by, you know. I mean, there's a few things that do have me thinking, and has made me, you know, well, not made me, but it's enough to research and have a look at things and go, hey, look, no. See, this whole thing when they talk about the lies that are going on, am I going, no, that's not a lie. It's actually the truth. And then people switch to different, oh, but this and but that, oh, that's only in this instance, only in that instance. Go, yeah, but you're making a general claim. I am providing evidence of that, and some people say, oh, but that doesn't count in this instance because it's a different faction. Or I'm going, yes, but you're saying in general that this is the case. But the thing is, if you have a core belief in one section particularly, it does become a policy and a general trend with the rest of them, even though they say, oh, it's only specific to this one particular group that will admit it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't apply to all of them. Yeah, I don't know. Tolerating a lot of people, I can respect the fact that they have their own opinions, they want to voice them, and they can do it in their own space, in their own time. But that's kind of like preaching to the converted. Slip of the tongue there. So I wonder if they are so willing to actually sit and listen to other people's point of view, do their own research, and just not just research to debunk somebody's point of view, but research to confirm. I remember when I was looking into this whole vaping thing, because, you know, some people I know who wanted to get off vaping. I did research both for and against, went and drilled back to these scientific studies, and one scientist said that he doesn't like vaping, he doesn't like this particular chemical it's in. However, having said that, he admitted that this particular chemical, even though it was in the vaping, was actually, I think, 1,000 times less in the vaping liquid than it was in actual cigarettes, or even in, you know, a lot of other things that they come across. Even in the air, it was like, you know, it's a lot less than, say, you know, the carbon monoxide and all the other chemicals that are coming out of your cars. These guys just follow me around, I swear. So, having looked at that, like actually doing the real research, not just going to the usual go to places that other people go to, but going to the opposite side and looking at that and realizing that there is points on either side which are valid, but also points where they can be grossly mistaken, and then making your own decision. And I think these days, and I talk to a lot of people, that I think a lot of people become a lot lazy in their thinking, just headline grabbing. They don't want to do their own research, they don't want to drill down, because that takes time and thought and being able to think outside, like going, okay, I'm getting all this information about, and they're all saying the same thing. Can I find something that says something different? Yeah, tolerance. We tolerate a lot in our lives. I mean, we have to make compromises, because if we don't, then, well, society would be a shambles for one thing, because being able to interact socially with other people means that you have to compromise on what you do and what you feel at some point in time in order to make others also feel comfortable, but also to be able to interact and understand other people. Because if you stick entirely to one definition, which has changed and evolved throughout time, you'll end up getting miscommunications, and you'll end up like misinterpreting other people, and things can just go wrong from there. Now, with respect is actually having an admiration, not just tolerating other people's point of view. Respect is actually a whole lot different from just saying, okay, well, I respect that you can have that opinion, but is it really respect? I don't know. Or is it just I'm tolerating the fact that you have a right to that opinion, or those thoughts, that belief, or whatever it is, or that space, because societally that's what it's all about. Now, a lot of people don't respect. I mean, respect is something that needs to be, some say needs to be earned. It's not always something that's easy, and a lot of people try and earn respect by not being who they are, as opposed to being who they are naturally. And to me, that's a bit tedious, because you're just going to have to pretend to be somebody else. It's exhausting. For some, they like being somebody different because it energizes them, because it's an escape. What is so bad in their life? What is missing in their life that they need to do that? I don't know. I don't know. I respect people in different ways and different things. Like, I can respect somebody who's intelligent, just yet not like or tolerate their particular beliefs in a particular area. Does that mean I hate them? No. They're just a person, just like anybody else. They're complicated, and they're finding their way pretty much through life the way the rest of us are. Life doesn't come with a user manual. Anyway, I'm a bit conflicted at the moment. Like, I walk through here in South Bank, I see everything green, and yet I know at my place, just like not even an hour out, the grass is all dead. It's all dry and dusty. And it's very beautiful, but I do wonder about the water wastage. I don't know. I remember there was a period in South Bank where they actually got rid of all of the fountains and all that, and planted like the succulents that required very little water. I don't know whether it's going to be long enough to do that again, but we'll see. We shall see. Drip feeding I can do. Drip feeding is okay. Takes very little water. Anywho, tolerance versus respect. Are the people that you only really tolerate and their point of view, why is it that you only tolerate them? Or do you just don't like them? Why is it so different? I mean, in general, I think people want what's best for the world as a whole, make it better. So I wonder about how people being intolerant to each other really helps. What is it you think is intolerant? What do you think is respectful? Who are the people that you respect? Why do you respect them? Are there things about them that you don't like? You can't just like everything about somebody. There's some things that I don't like about the people that I highly respect as well. That's just it. They're not one-dimensional, not even two-dimensional. They're multi-dimensional beings. Anywho, think about that. Tolerance and respect. What they mean to you, what it manifests as, and can you tolerate and respect somebody at the same time? I know I can. I have good friends that I tolerate some things and I respect a lot, and others I just go, I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, see you guys, bye.